Good evening. Today we're going to see one of the most important stories, the history of the world, told in a new way. I'm your narrator. My job is to give you exposition so you know what's going on, since we didn't have a budget for sets. Let's begin. In the time of King Herod, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem, wise men from the east came.
From the east? Hey, wait a minute there, Mr. Narrator. We ain't from the east. We're cowboys from the Wild Wild West.
Yeehaw, boys! We're going to Jerusalem!
My apologies. In the time of King Herod, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem, cowboys from the Wild Wild West came, asking,
"Where's the one who's been born king of them Jews? We saw his star and have come to worship him."
And they went looking for the child, a child who one day would change everything. Except today, we're going to hear that story as a Western. But our story starts much earlier than that. It started when Mary and Joseph had to be registered for the census.
Yes. I have lots of experience registering people. I'm so good at it, you might say I'm a registrar. Hey, Joseph. You're the one who tried to claim pretty much your entire house as a home office on your tax return.
That's because it is. I am a carpenter.
We tax collectors all talk about you.
Joseph, we should go soon. I think the baby's coming.
Well, just make sure you include that baby on the census. You might even be eligible for Caesar Augustus's new child tax benefit.
They looked all over for a place to stay.
Well, howdy, folks. My name is Danabelle. I am the proprietor of this beautiful establishment. Are you looking for a room, Mary and Joseph?
Please, Miss Innkeeper. My wife is giving birth.
Oh, I have some unfortunate news. We have no room at the inn.
The baby's coming.
Now, I feel so sorry for you folks. I'm going to see if I can find something. Just hang on one moment. I just might have something. If you just look out this window to the right of the cactus and past the tumbleweeds, there's a barn, shed, manger. It's a manger. We keep our cows, our sheep, our goats. It's not the best, but I think it just may do.
And so they wrapped the child in the swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, about as humble a birth as could be imagined.
Hey there! Where is the one who has been born king of them Jews? We saw his star and have come to worship him. No. Well, good night to you too, buddy.
I don't get it. No matter how many times we ask that question, all we get is funny looks. Them city folk sure are strange.
Let's go ask the sheriff of this here town, or as they call him, King Herod.
The cowboys entered King Herod's palace and repeated their question. And when Herod heard it, he was frightened.
"What do you mean, born king of the Jews? I'm king of the Jews."
Well, you see here, mister, we were following a star. The signs in the sky tell us a new king is to be born.
This kingdom ain't big enough for the two of us.
What'd you say there, Mr. Herod?
Oh, nothing. Certainly nothing. Oh, no, not me. No, I would never think anything wicked. Why would you ever think that? Well, you three've had a long trip, haven't you? You must be tired.
We sure have. And it ain't been easy. Been traveling for weeks, and this guy here, he snores all night.
I don't snore. But you's never wake up in time. Have to douse you with water just to get going every morning.
I think they know more than they're telling. Come, I will ask one of my chief teachers to do more research on the child. Until then, how about a game of cards?
And so they played cards, but Herod kept cheating.
Hey, Mr. Narrator, don't give away my strategy. Now, I know you don't want to show your hand, but I'm wondering if you know where the last king in the game is. The most powerful card in the deck.
I haven't found it yet.
Well, I'm sure we'll see it all eventually. I know the greatest king in these parts.
Quite some laugh you got there, mister.
The game came down to one final turn.
There are no cards left that can beat me with my King of Clubs. That's my favorite card. It's just like me, so strong and powerful and great.
I've got the two of hearts.
What a worthless card compared to my King of Clubs. It's like my humblest servant or a tiny little baby.
Wait there, Herod. It's true you got your King of Clubs and it's a mighty powerful card, but I think yous is forgetting something. When we play cards, one suit is the trump suit and it beats the others. And them hearts is trump.
He's right. It don't matter if you have the biggest, baddest club there is. 'Cause when them hearts is trump, even with the lowest and humblest heart there is, humble as a servant, your King of Clubs can never win.
Them hearts is trump. His little two of hearts is greater than your king of clubs every time. When them hearts is trump, nothing can stop it. Every other suit falls before it.
Curses! Ah, it's not fair. But I hear one of my teachers knows where the child is.
In Bethlehem of Judea, for this is written through the prophet, you, Bethlehem, land of Judah, are in no ways least among the rulers of Judah. For out of you shall come a governor who shall shepherd my people, Israel.
Yeehaw, boys! We're going to Bethlehem.
When you've found the child, bring me word so that I too can worship him.
The cowboys found their way to Bethlehem. They brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and a prepaid credit card.
A prepaid credit card? You can't give the King of the Jews a prepaid credit card.
Why not?
'Cause they don't even work most of the time. That's why.
Okay, I'll get him some myrrh.
That sounds great.
And they gave him gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
They weren't as bad as some of the others we've had. Earlier, the baby had fallen asleep and was resting so peacefully, such a silent night. Then some kid comes and say, I want to play a loud drum solo. And I said, do you know how hard it is to get a baby to fall asleep?
And I told him, no, really, you don't have to. You might wake the neighbors. But he did it anyways.
And I said, what's all that racket? Don't they know quiet hours are in effect?
Well, anyway, having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they left for the wild, wild west by another road.
And we lost the map. Not only that, but we got parking tickets. So we parked our horses within 6.5 cubits of a well. And you can't do that in case there's fires.
If there's one thing we want y'all to remember this Christmas, it's this. Them hearts is Trump.
And sometimes the two of hearts is king.
Yeehaw!
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 Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus lays down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky look down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep in the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor babe awakes, but little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay close by me forever, and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and take us to heaven to live with thee there. Merry Christmas, everyone.